Tariffs. Some say they're America's shield. Others call them a self-inflicted wound. But here's the twist. Both Alexander Hamilton and Donald Trump swore by them. And Obama? He fired his own tariff shot at China too. In 2018, Donald Trump launched the biggest tariff campaign in over a century. Steel, aluminum, hundreds of billions in Chinese goods. And he has absolutely increased tariffs in his second term. But he wasn't the first. President Biden continued the first Trump-era tariffs and added electric vehicles, steel, and aluminum to the list. Back in 2009, President Obama slapped tariffs on cheap Chinese tires and textiles, trying to protect American manufacturers from flooding imports. President Bush focused on protecting the U.S. steel industry by using tariffs. President Clinton used tariffs in his trade policy to level the playing field and create a greater free market, much like President Trump is trying to do. But tariffs aren't new. Tariffs were around in colonial America before the Revolutionary War. In fact, tariffs were levied between colonies. Most, if not all, the colonies placed tariffs on various products. During the national period, the Constitution of the United States of America banned interstate tariffs, and all domestically made products can be imported or shipped to another state tax-free like it is today. In 1789, George Washington signed the Tariff Act of 1789, or the Hamilton Tariff Act, named after then Secretary Alexander Hamilton. It was one of the first things he signed into law, at least in his first 100 days as president. He called tariffs essential to protect America's baby industries from Europe's industrial giants. Back then, tariffs weren't just trade tools. They were how the U.S. funded its entire government. Yeah, you heard that right. Imagine no income taxes. By the mid-1800s, they divided the country. Northern factories wanted high tariffs. Southern farmers didn't. Fast forward to 1930. Smoot-Hawley tariffs deepen the Great Depression, and America starts to back away from protectionism. By the late 20th century, free trade ruled. Until it didn't. Trump's tariffs went way beyond Obama's. They were the highest imposed by any president since the 1930s. He didn't just want to protect American industry. He wanted to change the global rules. Like Hamilton, Trump believes the U.S. should build from within. But unlike Hamilton's era, we now live in a hyper-global economy. Tariffs today disrupt entire supply chains, raise prices at Walmart, and trigger retaliation abroad. Same weapon, different war. Trump's tariffs in 2018 were already the highest in over a century. But in 2025, his new round of tariffs is taking it even further, targeting imports from countries seen as economic threats, with the aim of leveling the playing field. The surprising result? Trillions in new investment funds are now flowing into American manufacturing, energy, and tech infrastructure. It's not just about protecting industry anymore. It's about forcing global supply chains to bend toward the U.S. And while critics say it still means higher costs at home, supporters argue it's finally putting America back in control of its economic future. Like Hamilton, Trump sees tariffs as a tool for national strength, not just trade. The results so far: last month, Swiss drug maker Roche announced a $50 billion investment to expand its U.S. footprint. Additionally, several other pharmaceutical companies, including Johnson & Johnson, Eli Lilly, and Novartis, have committed billions to increase production in the U.S. Other notable investments include Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, TSMC, with $100 billion for 5 factories, NVIDIA with $500 billion for supercomputers, IBM with $150 billion over the next 5 years, Apple with $500 billion over the next 4 years, and Shamik IV Solutions with $5.8 billion for a factory in Michigan. The total specified investment amounts to $1.3 trillion, excluding unspecified amounts from Johnson & Johnson, Eli Lilly, Novartis, Honda, and Hyundai. In May, the tariff earnings topped $22 billion this month, according to Treasury Department data. The negative side is consumer price increases at Walmart, Nike, Ford, Volvo, Mattel, and Best Buy, to name a few. More are expected to join the list. From Hamilton to Trump, tariffs have always walked the line between patriotism and pain. So the question isn't if tariffs work, it's when, where, and who they really help. And maybe the better question is, are they helping you? Drop a comment below. Are you for tariffs? or against them? Think they make America stronger, or are we just raising prices on ourselves? I'll tally the comments and drop a follow-up video next week to share what the community thinks. Not scientific, but it'll show where we stand as a group. If you like this kind of content, hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss the follow-up. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.